All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. BRR Cup Series from New Atlanta. Mark Nelson and Michael Whiting will have the front row. Richie West and Jeff Hinkle will be on the second row. Chris Stroop, Kyle Holden on the third row. Jason Rome and Gerald Thanos Poole on the fourth. AJ Godsey and Kevin Reed round out your top 10. Eric Stoy starting in 11th and Jared Heasley in 12th. Kyle Mundell in 13th, Brandon Springer in 14th, Wild Bill Percy in 15th, Mike Smith starts 16th, Rick Sargent in 17th, DJ the Iceman Kenner starting in 18th, Albie Hewen starts 19th, and Mark Dantuma in 20th. Aaron Mason starts 21st in his triumphant return. Donald Durant starts 22nd, Brian Oshinska in 23rd. Atlanta still 1.5 miles, still a higher bank than it used to be. The track not as wide as it used to be. The drivers are going to have to be extra careful, but they're going to be pushing extra hard tonight. Couple of drivers to keep an eye on. Kyle Mundell in that blue 52 car on the inside line. He has been making his march up through the points. Jared Heasley, always a factor in a draft race, as is Gerald Thanos Poole, who starts in 7th. But don't count out Wild Bill Percy, who has been on a tear, charging through the field repeatedly recently, just bad luck catching him. He is long overdue for victory lane. Things about to get a little bit wild here in Atlanta. Hey, good evening, Glenn. How are you, man? One thing we haven't looked at, the track temperature at Hotlanta, 100 degrees right now. Tires are going to get slippery really quickly here. Pace car drops in. It's about time. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. BRR Cup Series from Atlanta is underway. That front stretch section is the only part of this track that is now wider than it was a couple of years ago. The rest of this track is a bit skinnier. A lot of single file back half of the pack, but everybody side by side. Passing here is going to be tricky tonight. Richie West already side by side with Michael Whiting for second place. Mark Nelson to the lead. And as we mentioned in pre-race, that outside line, it's going to be tough to beat. It takes a concerted effort on the bottom to make that bottom line work. The car has a big tendency to get loose out of turn 4. Even more so out of turn 2 on that bottom line. Mark Nelson, a bit of an advantage out front, being able to use the whole track if he needs it. A lot of back and forth. Nobody making any big moves. They will have a competition caution on lap 35. Jared Heasley starting to pick up some spots one at a time up into the top 10. Coming through that quad over, the car is definitely never planted. A bit single file back behind. Let's dial up the in-car cam from Mike Smith and take a lap around. Right behind Wild Bill Percy, and you see just how much these cars are moving around through the turns. Despite the new pavement, just the car setup in general, the track configuration, and them having to keep it pretty much full throttle. You can see the car is never really planted, plus there are still some big bumps in this track. Yellow line rule is in effect tonight as well. Worth noting as well, race control, our favorite race control, Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel, not here tonight, on her way to Pocono. So Jared Heasley is doing in-car race control for this one. Michael Whiting in that outside line, building the momentum now. Oh, Canadian Stig in the 87, way down low. AJ finds an opening. They do not want to do this 3 wide into the turn. They make it work. Was Stiggy trying to drop back intentionally? It does look like Canadian Stig is dropping to the back. Jeff Hinkle has now worked his way up on the high side, battling with Michael Whiting for the lead. Jared Heasley, Kevin Reed side by side. AJ Gotze starting to make some moves up into 8th. Gerald Poole in 7th. Mark Nelson back to the lead. These guys are shifting lanes and positions every chance they get, trying to find any advantage. Highline does seem to be the place to be tonight, but we have seen if a couple of cars work together well, they can make some moves on the bottom. Richie West there on the bottom, giving Michael Whiting a push to the front. Chris Stroop right behind. Points leader Kyle Holden currently running. Oh! Gerald and, oh my goodness, Gerald got put in the middle. Everybody having to check up and get evasive. Kevin Reed, I think, may have kissed the wall. They're doing some, oh, hey, it's, I don't even know what to say. It got a little sketchy there. Kyle Mundell had been fighting his way forward. I don't know how everybody saved that lap. Gerald Poole drifted back to 8th. Kevin Reed holds on to 12th. Kyle Mundell, the biggest loser in that incident, back to 16th, but still in the lead draft. Right behind Brian Oshinska. Oshinska already up 8 spots. Brian never one to count out in this type of race. For sure, he knows how to pick his way through the field. Brian trying to get down underneath Brandon Springer into turn 1, pick up another spot here. Springer shuts the door, and Mundell, huge run up top. Kevin Reed is having some problems. Kyle Mundell gets stuck behind Kevin again. It does look like Kevin Reed has caught the outside wall just a little bit. Last time by, Aaron Mason set the fastest lap of the race as he moves up. Now up into 14th. Mason in the 75 car, his first race back. Have not seen Aaron. Oh, AJ! Holy cow! These cars are really starting to get loose off the turns. Just 16 laps in, these guys are holding on for dear life. Heard that inside line was loose off the turns, but as we saw a moment ago, the outside line a little bit loose off the turn as well. They just keep trying to get 3 and 4 wide up toward in the top 10. Kyle Mundell is now leading the second pack as they try and run down Kevin Reed and that lead pack. He's got help from Mark Dantuma, Canadian Stig, DJ Kenner, Rick Sargent, Albie Ewens, and Donald Durant. And make no mistake, they're 1.5 seconds back from the lead pack. They are closing the gap. Meanwhile, Mark Nelson is back out front with the push from Jeff Hinkle. Chris Stroop has made his way up to the high side now, pushing up into third, past Michael Whiting in fourth. Kyle Holden sitting in fifth. AJ Godsey starting to make his way forward into sixth. They have closed in a huge gap, now down to 1.19. Mundell is leading them closer and closer. Oshinska tonight running Spaceballs the car. When somebody gets close enough to his back bumper, I'll show you what it'll see if we can see it from Mundell's nose cam here. A little too far away to see it from Mundell's nose cam. Once he gets a little closer, we'll take a look. If you're a Spaceballs fan, you're going to love what the back of that car says. Oh, we've got a big wreck. Caution is out. Spaceballs, the car, appears to be involved. Eric Stoy involved. Our first caution of the night, lap 20. Eric Stoy caught up in this as well. Let's see what happened. Oh, Wild Bill and Eric Stoy get together. Let's take another look at this one. They were trying to get 3 wide. Oh, Bill just pushes up a little bit into Stoy. Fortunately, they get up to the high side, and look at the save by everybody around him. Great driving by everybody back behind that. That was an extremely close call. The top 5 all staying out. Jared Heasley staying out, but AJ Godsey, Richie West, Gerald Poole, Brandon Springer, Brian Oshinska. Canadian Stig, Wild Bill is on pit road for repairs. Eric Stoy coming in for repairs as well. Bill's engine, he's got to limp it down. Don't count Bill out. He has got that fast repair. He's still in the fight. Let's see if we can talk to one of the drivers out here on track, one that was involved in that early chaos. Let's see if we can talk to Kevin Reed. Hey, Kevin, it's Doug. You got me?
What's going on, Doug?
Are you holding your breath right now? It did get a little sketchy for you for a few.
Whew, you ain't joking.
Did you wear the brown pants today?
No, I'm good.
Okay. It does look like almost like Daytona and Talladega, but maybe a little bit worse, a little bit more stressful out there.
It is a little bit more stressful. The closing rate, if somebody checks up, is just amazing. It's crazy.
Well, you had an epic save there despite what should have been a big one coming through the front stretch. I don't know how you pulled that one off, man, but a great job. You're still in the fight. Do you have a shot at these at the top spot tonight?
Yeah, I hope so.
It is
just trying to get a little bit of luck.
Yeah, it looks like everybody needs it, man. Good luck. It's been a while since we've seen you in victory lane. Hopefully you can do it again tonight.
Thanks, Doug.
Kevin Reed currently running in 10th. Jeff Hinkle starting on the outside as the leader. Mark Nelson in 2nd. Kyle Holden 3rd. Chris Stroop 4th. Jared Heasley now in 5th. Everybody in the, let's see, top 11 stayed out. Most of the rest of the field from 17th on back went in, as did Brandon Springer and Richie West and AJ Godsey. So fresh tires, not sure they're going to make a huge difference here tonight, but time will tell. We'll keep an eye on that. They know they have that competition caution coming in about 10 laps. 12 laps to be exact. They'll restart on lap 24 and competition caution on lap 35. Pace car dropping back in. Green flag back in the air, and holy cow, Hinkle. What a restart for Jeff Hinkle. He clears everybody. Kyle Holden may clear into 2nd. Mark Nelson trying to get back underneath. Nelson can't get there. Holden's got a big run on the bottom. Kyle Holden to the lead for the first time tonight. He tries to move. Oh, we've got a wreck up front. And everybody saves it for the moment. How in the court? What? Oh, Mark Nelson should get an award for that save. Watch this. Mark completely loose, comes back up the track just a little bit, but manages to keep it out of everybody's way. Everybody gets by clean. Jared Heasley also losing a lot of ground on that, having to check up for Nelson. He's back up to speed, but back in 14th after restarting in 6th. Wild Bill back out on track, fully repaired, as is Eric Stoy. Kevin Reed still up in the top 10. This lead pack a little bit away. Hinkle back to the lead, with Aaron Mason up to 2nd place. Aaron Mason's first race back all season, and man, he is not disappointing tonight. He is up there. Oh, ho, ho! Mundell up there as well, giving Michael Whiting, a little bump draft on the front straightaway. Almost sent Whiting around. Great save by Michael Whiting. And how about the run out of Mundell? Kyle Mundell has picked up, I believe, 9 spots in the points in just 2 weeks. He is on the move, as is Aaron Mason. He's got to run down to the bottom. Drops down in front of Michael Whiting, gets that big push into 1. Hinkle waiting for some help up on the high side. Mason moves it to the middle, hoping to get help from both. Down through 3 and 4, Aaron Mason let the field know he is back. Aaron Mason leads for the first time all season long. Welcome back, buddy. Mark Nelson, who had that problem earlier on in the race, just set the fastest lap. 5 laps ago, he was completely sideways. Just set the fastest lap of the race and back to 10th. Looks like Jared Easley chose to play it safe until the end of the stage, sitting back behind Gerald Poole in 18th. Hinkle on the high side, that outside line starting to move again. And the Iceman coming, TJ Kenner, now up there pushing Jeff Hinkle to the lead. AJ Godsey, the multi-time BRR champ, 3rd in line up on the high side. AJ also leads the all-time win list for BRR, not to mention has won a championship in every single series BRR has ever run. You would definitely have to say AJ is the BRR GOAT, folks. Coming through 3 and 4 to start lap 35. Competition caution should be out any moment. There it is. Hinkle leads at the line. But what about Aaron Mason's comeback tonight? Looking through the field, the drivers that stopped on lap 22 for tires, Richie West, AJ Godsey made the most moves. AJ in 4th. Richie now back up into 6th. Oh, holy cow, that pace car scared the crap out of me. I thought somebody forgot to stop. I was looking at stats, and then suddenly a white car comes through my peripheral. I thought somebody about to die. Here they come down pit road. A couple of cars staying out. Looks like it's Wild Bill and Canadian Stig. Everybody else is on pit lane for tires and fuel. Yeah, I know. Even I had to laugh at that one, Kevin. Richie West is the first off pit road, followed by the Iceman. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Richie. Hey, Richie, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Hey, 4 tires and fuel, and already looking extremely fast tonight, buddy. Can you get past these two guys in front of you?
Yeah, I think we got a good piece here. I mean, obviously we'll see. Should be able to get by them, but the main thing is just kind of get it to the end, and we're thinking big picture with the points. So yeah, obviously try to get by them if we can, but don't want to really do nothing stupid yet. Long race yet.
I do have to say, you got the monsters on the car. Could you have Thing just throwing stuff out the back at the other drivers, banana peels, stuff like that?
I could do that. It would be Igor. Thing is Adam's family, so Igor, Igor would be the bat. But Jared actually painted this car, so huge shout out to him. Jared Heasley painted the car for me.
Well, it looks good, man, and yeah, good luck. Awesome run so far, and great job staying out of the chaos.
Thank you so much, Doug. Thanks for all you do, bud.
My pleasure, man. Richie West currently sitting in third place. Canadian Stig and Wild Bill up front. Wild Bill will control the restart, but Canadian Stig going to give him a run for his money. Here's the one thing I'm thinking, though. Canadian Stig did not pit for tires. He stopped on lap 22, so he does have fairly fresh tires. Could we see the rebirth of the Canadian restart here tonight? I certainly hope not. It's a really good thing I brought an extra Gatorade and water with me tonight, because this one, man, things are heating up. Speaking of heating up, quick check of the track temperature. Currently 96 degrees, so track temperature, and it looks like air temperature has gone down a bit as well. Here we go. Wild Bill in control of the restart. They are in the zone. He fires. Green flag back in the air. Wild Bill to the lead for the first time tonight. Canadian Stig up top trying to get to the lead as well. Wild Bill has had some awesome runs as of late, but has not been... Oh! Bill loose out of two. Hasn't been able to get them to all come together. Could tonight be the night? And holy cow, did I just see a Nathan Voss drop in. Richie West clears on the bottom into second. Hinkle coming with him. Canadian Stig still leading the outside line with the push from the Iceman. And man, everybody is getting loose regardless of line outside of turn 2. We heard the inside line was wicked loose out of turn 2 in pre-race, but these guys, it appears at full send in the draft, are getting loose on both high and low lines. Hinkle moves up top. Richie moves up top. Wild Bill, no help. Here comes Eric Stoy. Now there was something we wanted to show you, so we're going to hop on the nose cam on Kevin Reed's car, and hopefully Kevin will accommodate. Nope, Kevin's not accommodating. Kevin, accommodate. Move down a little. Get behind Brian. Behind. Oh. We'll see if Donald Durance will show us as he closes in on Richie West. Now remember, Richie is driving the, on Brian Oshinska. Remember, Brian is driving Spaceballs the car. Kevin finally decides to cooperate. We break for nobody. You gotta love it. That car is full of Spaceballs references. The hood even says Spaceballs the car on it. And if you're a Spaceballs fan like myself, man, you gotta love it. Richie West has gone to the lead. This is going to be one of those races we're going to see the lead change about every other lap. Canadian Stig now down on the bottom. Wild Bill right behind. And now, oh no, we've got 3 wide mid-pack. Jared Heasley stuck in the middle, 3 wide. Mark Nelson on bottom. Kyle Holden clears on the high side. Yeah, that had to make, I guarantee you Heasley was puckering there. Easily now back down to the bottom. We saw him having to check up for Mark Nelson when Nelson went off track earlier in the race. Now Heasley and Nelson nose to tail on the bottom, trying to make their way back toward the front. This race could come down to that final pit stop. So we haven't talked much about the strategy here because a lot of these drivers only took 2 tires during that competition caution. The drivers can go anywhere from 45 to 50-ish laps on a tank of fuel. Maybe even a little more. Some of these guys a little bit further back could stretch that fuel even further. So pit strategy coming down to the end of this one with everybody having pitted on lap 35. All but 2 drivers, Wild Bill and Canadian Stig, stayed out. They pitted on lap 22. Now, of course, a caution at any point could throw everything for a loop. In fact, a caution after, mid-pack is getting a little bit dicey again here. 3 wide off into 1. Canadian Stig in the middle. He backs out, drops to the bottom. It's 3 wide back behind. Heasley on the bottom, Holden in the middle. Heasley drops back. Gerald Poole starting to make his way forward too, up top, up into 13th. We've talked about Mundell a lot. He has been on a tear here lately. And we mentioned Wild Bill a few times. Wild Bill currently running in 6th. He came in tonight up 3 spots, 24th in points. Richie West had pulled that line single file out front for a few minutes, but now the Iceman cometh again. DJ Kenner got a big push on the bottom. He's getting help from Wild Bill. AJ Godsey now up into 3rd, right behind Jeff Hinkle. Michael Whiting lurking right behind. Whoa, Michael Whiting power move to the bottom. And he's got the momentum, and him and DJ definitely know how to work together. Those 2 have raced together for years. Michael Whiting now on the inside, making his way forward. Big push from DJ. Looking back through the field, and most of the field is all right here. Donald Durant's and Albie Hewins not in the lead pack at the moment. But 21 cars still make up this lead pack. And things may be about to get very interesting because in 2 laps, they will be within the fuel window. Brandon Springer on the move, and a driver we have not talked about tonight, the driver of the 57, Mark Dantuma, on the move. Dantuma now up 11 spots in the 9th. Mark wisely switching to the Chevy for this season, and it has shown he's top 5 in points. And they are just inches apart. Good thing for safer barriers here tonight. Points leader Kyle Holden mired back in traffic. We've seen him up at the front, but right now mired back around 13. Mark Nelson starting to find his way back toward the front. Just outside the top 10, and Kyle Mundell currently running in 10th. It is still Richie West out front. He knows it's a long race, just trying to play it safe and be conservative. Now everybody within the fuel window, they can go the distance from here. But much like Daytona and Talladega, these drivers do need help on pit road. Expect to see friends, teammates, and whatnot get hooked up prior to them coming to pit road. And green flag pit stops here are gonna be interesting. Watching practice, some of these guys did try to practice getting to pit road. And let's just say things could get very interesting very, very quickly. Michael Whiting has the nose ahead out of turn 2. Richie has the momentum though. Down into turn 3. Oh, we've got a wreck. Mundell is involved. Caution is out. Lap 59. Only the second caution of the night. Looks like Canadian Stig also involved. There's Canadian Stig up in the wall, and oh! Kyle just gets a little bit of a push. Gerald Poole catches a piece of it. Jason Rome hard into the wall. Now I feel really guilty about last night. Jason Rome may have ended up in the wall last night too. May have been my fault. Now it's a race off pit road as every driver will want to get everything they can. Michael Whiting is off pit road first, followed by AJ Gotzi and Mark Dantuma. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Dantuma. Hey, Mark, it's Doug. You got me?
I got you, Doug. What's up?
Hey, you must have stealth mode on that car. You have just been sneaking your way through the field.
It's been a lot of luck and avoiding a lot of the chaos that's really done it.
It has been a little bit chaotic up in front of you, but you managed to pull it off now up into third. Biggest mover of the night so far. Do you have something for him up here?
Well, it's basically a plate track, so you never know. I think there's guys that are faster than me, but if I get the right circumstances, I can definitely do it.
Well, it has been amazing watching you pick your way through the field, man. A great run so far, and great job tonight, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks, Doug.
Mark Dantuma currently sitting in third. Michael Whiting comes off pit road with the lead. AJ in second. Mark Nelson back up into fourth. Richie West in fifth. Jeff Hinkle in sixth. Kevin Reed in seventh. DJ Kidder eighth. Eric Stoy in ninth. Bill Percy rounding out your top 10. What a run by Wild Bill. Brandon Springer in 11th. Kyle Holden, points leader, back in 12th. Gerald Thanos Poole in 13th. Remember, Gerald did catch a small piece of that. Aaron Mason lurking back there, currently being scored in 15th, but has been to the front once tonight. Don't count him out. Canadian Stig is out of the race. That is heartbreaking. He was on a tear. Well, Stiggy, if you're watching, buddy, I am so sorry about last night, and I feel terrible about the incident tonight. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. AJ fires quick and pulls ahead of Michael Whiting. Mark Nelson up top, also on the move. Jeff Hinkle lurking right behind. Mark Dantuma on the bottom. Right behind Michael Whiting. Richie West still back there. Jared Heasley lurking back in 15th, and a driver we haven't talked about all night, Mike Smith, on the move. Mike currently running in 15th, has started making some moves forward. The inside line, definitely as the track cools, seems to be getting better and better as Michael Whiting has pulled that line way ahead, and wow. Oh, it's getting close. I do believe there was some door banging there. Holden tries to make a move up top, ends up in the wall. Kyle Holden got a lot of the wall in turn one. Kyle is now drifted back into 19th. Meanwhile, the other Kyle, Mundell, just set the fastest lap of the race and is closing gaps quickly. Michael Whiting, though, leads a three-car breakaway the first time tonight. Whiting, Dantuma, Richie West. And here comes Kevin Reed. Chris Stroop coming by, and here comes Aaron Mason. I don't know what they have found on the bottom line all of a sudden, but it is marching away. Michael Whiting leads a 5-car pack right now, single file. There's a battle on for 6 as Aaron Mason, Chris Stroop moves up to the high side right in front of Eric Stoy. Kevin Reed seems to have lost some momentum. He has lost the pack ahead. Stroop drops back down to the bottom. Guys really making some moves. Richie West falls back. Eric Stoy right there behind Richie, giving him a bit of a push, but that inside line where the outside line was fastest the first half of this race, that inside line is hooked up now. Jared Heasley starting to make his way forward right behind Mike Smith. Brandon Springer lurking right behind him. And look who's behind Springer, Wild Bill. Kyle Holden has fallen all the way back to 22nd place, trying to get this second pack together and march back forward. It looks like he may have some aero damage on that car. Let's see if we can get a look. Nothing too terrible, but grabbing that wall definitely slowed him down dramatically. The points leader standing to lose a lot of ground here tonight. This could be Kyle Mundell's big night as far as points goes. With Holden so far back, Mundell is just 90 points behind him. Just 7 points behind Heasley. Hillhouse not here tonight. In 7th in points. If Mundell can get to the front, pull off another win tonight, it could be a huge night with Kyle Holden having problems. But Chris Stroop is back to the lead. Chris Stroop comes in tonight 3rd in points, 7 points behind Mark Nelson. Could be a huge night for him. Mark Nelson currently back in 17th place. Back in that, actually back alone, that he's not even with that second pack. He was up front for a large part of the early race. Michael Whiting, though, on a tear. Honestly, not sure how he is doing it, but if he gets just a couple of cars hooked up, he has managed to pull a small group away more than once. Inches apart, and as these tires wear, despite the cooler track temperatures, the cars start bobbling around even more. Let's take another look from the nose cam, this time on Rick Surgeon's car as they go through the turns. Down into turn 1 and 2, the track a little skinnier here, and you see they are not able to keep that car planted in a line. It is moving everywhere. The more cars around, the more turbulent air, the more the car moves on you. And it looks like a few of them may be bottoming out. I did see some sparks through there. Rick Surgeon on the move. He is coming under the Iceman now. Top 4 still single file, the outside line, unable to mount a charge. Aaron Mason in his triumphant return, currently running in 8th, has led tonight. He has reminded everybody how fast that 75 car is. AJ Godsey, the multi-time champ, also in this lead pack, up on the high side. There in the 5 car, Eric Stoy, his longtime teammate, in the 4, just ahead. "25 laps to go." The drivers are going to have to start making some gutsy moves. We've seen 3 wide work a few times, but every single time, man, it got a little scary. The inside line, a little bit of a gap now. Mike Smith up into 7th place. Mike on the move. Looks like he has got the run underneath Richie. Aaron Mason hops up to the high side. Big push from Richie through the quad oval. So far, a very, some very exciting moments throughout this race, but overall, a very tame race. But coming down to 20 to go, things will heat up. I'd imagine once we hit 5 to go, things are really going to get hot. It is Hot Atlanta as that outside line led by Aaron Mason finally comes back to the lead. Richie West right in his draft. Eric Stoy, AJ Godsey pushing. Kevin Reed looked like he was considering the move to the bottom through the quad oval underneath Stroop, but couldn't get the nose in. "20 laps to go at the line. Aaron Mason back to the lead. Richie West, Eric Stoy, AJ Godsey right there with him. Michael Whiting trying to lead that bottom line back up. Oh, things getting really busy. It looked like Kevin Reed may have tapped the wall. Lost a ton of momentum and drifts back. Mundell right on his bumper. Points leader Kyle Holden is up toward the front of that pack. Donald Durant's right ahead of him, but they are now 7.3 seconds behind the leaders. They are going to need a caution to have any chance of catching up. Jeff Hinkle lurking in fifth, the top five single file, but here comes Michael Whiting with the run on the bottom again. And Richie West is going to move to the bottom, pick up that bottom line. Richie West going for the lead. Oh, a little bit of a push out of four. Aaron clears. Things are really starting to heat up in this lead pack. Those guys in that second pack may still get that caution they need. Aaron Mason still leads Eric Stoy and AJ Gotze. Richie West on the bottom, leading Michael Whiting and Mark Dantuma. Jared Heasley starting to make some moves forward, as well as Mike Smith. Oh! Oh, hard hit! No caution yet. Wild Bill and Jared Heasley involved. Let's see if we can get a replay. There's Wild Bill and Jared Heasley going off into turn one. Both drivers trying to make their way forward. Heasley up top, Bill on the bottom, or Bill right behind him rather. Down through 3 and 4, Heasley, oh, he gets into Springer, has to check up. Wild Bill bumps him, nowhere to go, and they both end up hard in the wall. They both get out of the racing surface quickly, no caution. What a hard hit for both drivers. Both towed to pit road. Meanwhile, Richie West and Aaron Mason battling for the lead. Both of them trying to get that side draft down the front stretch. What a heartbreak for both Heasley and Wild Bill, both having a great run here tonight. Bill looked like he had the perfect strategy and might have a shot at the win. Once again, bad luck catches him. coming down, 9 laps to go. Richie West, Aaron Mason battling for it. Nobody making any moves yet to go 3 wide. But how much longer can they afford to be patient, especially the guys at the back of this lead pack, like Kyle Mundell and Kevin Reed. Yellow line rule is in effect, so they cannot drop to the apron to make a move. This may come down to who has the better car behind them to push. And right now it's Aaron Mason as Mason pulls out ahead. Aaron trying to take that middle line, put himself in position to block. He gets the block on Richie, moves back up to get some help. It wasn't enough, he actually helped Richie. Now Richie pulls ahead, bringing Michael Whiting with him. Richie jumps to the high side, Aaron Mason down to the bottom, a cross move. And Aaron Mason back to the lead. And again, a drag race down the back straightaway. But it is still Aaron Mason off turn 4, 5 laps to go. Still 14 cars in the lead pack. Donald Durant leads the second pack. Still 20 cars on the lead lap. Richie has a run up top once again, 4 to go. And Richie West pulls out ahead going into 3 and 4. Three laps to go. Richie West ahead by a car length with the push from Eric Stoy. Does Aaron Mason have enough help on the bottom to get his first win back in the season? His first race back. Can he get back to victory lane? Popsicle sticks in the air. It's 2 to go at the line. They are dead even. Aaron Mason, you know, is flat-footed. Richie West has not won since Las Vegas last year. And it has been a long time since we have seen Aaron Mason in BRR victory lane. White flag is in the air. Richie is ahead going into 1 and 2. They're dead even coming off turn 2. And Eric Stoy looks to make a move. Richie moves to block. Now Richie gets a big push from Eric Stoy. It will not be enough. Will it? Who's it going to be? They're 3 wide. It's Richie at the line. Eric comes home second. Aaron Mason finishes third. The top 3 separated by 5/100ths of a second. Holy crap. Aaron Mason definitely let everybody know he was back tonight. Let's talk to our top three. Aaron, you definitely made a statement tonight, buddy. Welcome back.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That got really, really close coming out of turn 4, buddy.
Yeah, I was trying to pinch him a little bit, try to scare him off, but it didn't quite work.
Well, then Eric stuck the nose in. I don't know how you guys made it across the line. Were you leaning on each other crossing the line?
Oh, yeah, it was all hands on each other, that's for sure.
Well, it definitely showed, man. That was an awesome race. You did an amazing job, and, man, great, great comeback tonight.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Aaron Mason comes home with the win. Eric Stoy comes home in second. Eric, it's been a while since I've talked to you, man. A great fight and a gutsy move on the last lap.
I know. I was trying to get to the back stretch there, but I got shut off. So coming around the front stretch, that was my shot, so I took it.
Well, it definitely paid off, man. You could see you made the move on the back straightaway. Richie quickly moving to block you, but not giving up there and sticking the nose in was really a crazy gutsy move.
Oh, I know. You just get huge runs off of this. The whole time, about 20 laps, I was just trying to figure out what's the best move at the very end, and I figured if I take the high side and drive down straight down, I get huge runs. So that was the plan, and I mean, I didn't get the win, but Richie got it, which I'm happy for him, and second, not too bad.
Not bad at all, man. A great run. Great to see you back, and a big points night as well.
Yeah, thanks. I've just been awfully busy with the little one, so
That does tend to happen.
Yeah, that's my life now. So I get on when I can.
Well, great job, man. Great to see you back, and a great finish.
Hey, thanks, Doug.
Eric Stoy comes home in second, but I bet we have a very happy Richie West. It has been since Vegas last year since we've seen you in victory lane, man. Great job, Richie.
Man, I don't want to get fined right here, but god darn, thank you so much. That was a hell of a last stressful few 5 laps there, and we kind of figured something out there on the top, and I got to thank Eric, AJ, and all them, especially Eric. I saw him. He was going to split me there down the backstretch, and I pulled in front of him. I saw it going down, and I was able to. That was what sealed it there. And I apologize to him, but I had to do it.
Well, no, last lap you got to make the block, man. That was an awesome block move, and then he makes that dive to the inside, and that may have been what pushed you across the slowed down Aaron just enough to get you into victory lane, because that was going to be close coming off 4.
It sure was. I don't know if we were 3 wide. I think we were. I was up high, and I saw Eric was to my inside, and I know Aaron Mason was already down lower than that. So I figured we were coming across the line 3 wide, and we're all yelling, "We won! We won!" We didn't know who the hell won yet, but.
Well, man, an awesome job. Congratulations. It is long overdue and probably just sealed yourself into the playoffs. So, obviously, a great points night overall as well.
Thank you. And I do have to add 2 more things. One, I just collected my $10 bounty. So, Harley, I'll be expecting my $10 in the mail because I beat Kyle Holden. And I didn't have to wreck him to do it. And,
this is true.
And, yeah, just 2. Yeah, that should help us with our playoffs there, and it also, I think, puts me back 2 wins for the total BRR wins, and I shouldn't be mediocre anymore, so I'll take it.
Great job, man. Well done tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it.
Richie West finally back in victory lane. What an awesome race that was. Man, this track can put on some great races with the right combination. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. No broadcast tomorrow night. Angie will be back in the car with Jones BS Racing. Who knows? I might be as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Look for some daytime streams this week, and Look for something special Tuesday morning. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great night, everybody.